everybody. My name is Gilbert Church. I'm a high school strength and conditioning coach, and I am a PE teacher in Harlem. Today, we are going to talk about hydration. I'm going to dispel some myths. We're going to talk about the role of salt in all this. It's highly important. And I'm going to make some recommendations at the end. Let's start talking about it. So, you have likely heard or read or seen one, if not all of these myths, at least at one point in your life. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Gatorade and Powerade are useful hydration products. You should have clear pee. Let me tell you, these are all myths, every single one. However, don't take my word for it. Right now, we are about to consult the experts. Sandra Godek holds a doctorate in exercise physiology and is director of the Heat Illness Evaluation Avoidance and Treatment Institute at Westchester University in Pennsylvania. She specializes in thermoregulation, hydration, and electrolyte replacement in football players, and she's worked with the top athletes at the NFL level. She says the following in her article: 8 glasses of water a day is BS. Sandra says you should drink when you're thirsty. 2. Lack of water is rarely the cause of performance loss due to dehydration. It's low minerals such as sodium and potassium. Gatorade and other hydration drinks that have sodium in them can't replace the electrolytes lost by a big, sweaty workout. It's too diluted. A drink with enough sodium won't be palatable. Best to eat a meal with sodium and especially carbs, which improves sodium transport. 3. You can drink too much water. Peeing clear is not a good thing. Okay, let's talk about my own experiences with this. So I have definitely been the guy that has attempted to drink 8 glasses of water a day. And I did it like a machine. I was routine about it. I did it for about 2 weeks straight. 8 cups a day, do or die. I was gonna be hydrated. And I gotta tell you, all that really happened was that I peed a whole lot. Just peed. Back and forth to the bathroom all the time. Pee was crystal clear. Might as well have been Poland Spring. Basically, liquids were just running through me. And on the flip side, I didn't really feel any difference in performance in my workouts. If anything, I felt worse and more dehydrated, and I just didn't understand why. So, drinking 8 glasses of water, cutting that out of my own personal experience list. Number 2, I have of course had Gatorade and Powerade before. They're tasty beverages. They're vehicles to get some sugar in your bloodstream. Their company's trying to make a product and sell it to you, and you've got this weird thing where NFL guys are like sweating the Gatorade out of their skin. Those are really weird commercials back in the day. Don't drink these products. They're sugary drinks. They're not useful. You can get way better products that are more useful for hydration that don't involve sugar. And then lastly, I basically covered it with the clear pee up here, but let's talk about what your pee should look like. If your pee is a deep yellow or like the color of Coca-Cola, you need to drink some more water. You need some hydration. But if your pee is crystal clear, you've got your pee in just Poland Spring, you could put it in a bottle and sell it to someone. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Then you are drinking too much water and you actually need a couple more electrolytes. You need some more salt, you need some more potassium, you need to have some food to get that into your system. The sweet spot is like a light yellow. And I will have a chart right here to show you what I'm talking about. But the light yellow is about where you want to be with the color of your pee. So now let's start talking about recommendations for salt and potassium. Sodium and potassium are wildly important for you to have a great workout. This is a personal story of mine, but for as long as I can remember until recently, anytime I would work out, particularly in the summer, I would immediately get a dry mouth. Cotton mouth immediately, had to take a drink of water every 2 seconds, and for whatever reason, when I would drink more water, I would just become more thirsty and have more of a dry mouth. This is a classic example of where I was drinking enough water, but not having enough electrolytes in that water, which was absolutely the more important part of my hydration at that point in the day. And when people talk about electrolytes, the 2 big ones that we want to focus on are salt and potassium. Generally, when people say we need to replace lost electrolytes, they're talking about salt and they're talking about potassium. Now, salt has been weirdly demonized for a long time, and it's slowly starting to creep out of the shadows. But salting your food is one of the best things you can do for your digestion and for your workouts if you find you get a dry mouth or something like that. Once I learned this and I started salting my foods, and again, this isn't like Big Macs or processed food, this is just unprocessed food like meats, vegetables, simple carbohydrates like rice or potatoes. When I started salting those, I started feeling an immediate difference. I definitely felt like I had more moisture in my mouth. I didn't get dry mouth as often, and workouts definitely improved. The second thing that I started focusing on was getting enough potassium. I probably never had enough potassium in my meal until I started to, on the daily, make sure I would have some potatoes, spinach, and red meat. All of these foods are great sources of potassium, and again, when I started adding those things in, the dry mouth went away, the moisture stayed, and I had better workouts. I have added bananas there for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reference for you cool cats in the know. But here's the deal. When we talk about hydration, we're really talking about electrolytes. And when we're talking about electrolytes, salt and potassium are the two big important guys in terms of making sure that you have a great workout and a great performance within that workout. Focus on consuming these foods on the daily, and focus on salting your foods. Final disclaimer on salt. More is definitely not better. I have gone down the rabbit hole on this where I have swirled some salt into a glass mixture without measuring it, drank it, gone to the workout, and then immediately have a lot of poopy going out the back end. Not a great thing to do. Too much salt and your body just pushes it all out of you. On the flip side, you definitely don't want to be on the too little salt side of things as well. But let's talk about my next slide where I can make some recommendations. 1, drink when you're thirsty. Not when you think you have to or because someone told you it's better if you drink more. Drink when you're thirsty. 2, salt your food. The more you salt your food, better hydration you're going to maintain within your body. 3, get adequate potassium. Red meat, potatoes, cooked spinach, all of these things are great ways to get potassium into your bloodstream, and throw some bananas in there if you're really feeling it. Number 4, this one you have to play with because I don't like making blanket statements for the entire internet to take, but 1/4 teaspoon of salt and some slightly lukewarm water, if you mix it in and dissolve it, and then you drink that about a half an hour before your workout, try that on a humid day. If it's a really hot, humid day and you're going to the gym and you're breaking a crazy sweat, that may actually help your performance. Again, play with it. I am not responsible for your bathroom trips after that. Number 5, if that's just too disgusting, and you just, drinking salty water is fairly unpalatable, you can try Noon tablets. This is a product that I really like, but, money, they're expensive. They taste good. They're going to add a lot of electrolytes to your drink. There's no sugar in them. I'm a fan, but again, money. So, that's it. Hope you enjoyed my spiel on hydration and possible things that you can do to improve the moisture in your mouth and just feeling better in general. As always, please like and subscribe if you got to the end of this video. You are awesome just for watching it, but you'd be even more awesome if you dropped a like and a subscribe. Again, I'm always trying to grow this channel. I'm very excited about helping people out about fitness, performance, health, and that entire world that I have embodied for the last 10 years. Help a brother out, do this stuff, and until next time, I'll see you then.